right. Welcome to the Player One podcast. I'm back here for a second interview with my guy, Kirk, over at the 617 Cards. We had you on back, gosh, that was seems so long ago now. Was it I want to say 3 months ago?
Yeah, I want to say January, February, something like that.
Yeah. So, I like to bring people back and kind of see what's changed and, keep kind of a running tab on what's going on out there. See how your business has changed and adjusted to the environment. So first of all, thanks for being here today.
Of course.
How's everything?
I'd rather be than on the beach.
No kidding, man. It's nice. And I guess we're in outer space. Taking off.
I hope it looks like it. We're somewhere around there.
Right. So since your first appearance, what do you think has changed about your perception of the market and the market? That's a big question, I know, but what's changed with those two things?
I mean, Topps coming out is one of the biggest things, definitely. And whether it be basketball or football, Topps has officially come out with its football product. Topps has come out. Basketball was rolled out a little earlier than football. But yeah, I mean, starting to like it a little more just as I see it a little bit more. But that's just kind of how it is. If you're going to stay with Panini, you're kind of going to fall off the end of the wheel at some point. You got to, especially in what I'm doing with Whatnot, people want the new product. They want the new hits. They want all that stuff. I mean, obviously, I still run some older cards of better players, but I mean, I don't set the market. I kind of have to feed into what the market is telling me in order to be successful. So Topps has kind of been my new thing for the last month and a half. Obviously, I'm still looking for all the old stuff, numbered cards, players, jersey patches of really good players. But yeah, another thing that's happened is just this guy, which is why I'm in outer space, because he's not from this planet, Victor Wembanyama. His market just keeps seeming 1x or doubling every month, it seems like at this point, until who knows? I mean, they're probably going to go to the Western Conference Finals. I don't think they beat the Thunder, but if they do, I don't know.
Yeah,
so I'd say it's go for it.
No, that's a stretch maybe, but dreams are possible, but go on.
You don't think they're going to the Western Conference Finals?
No.
They're going to beat the Wolves. They're going to
They're going to go to the Western Conference Finals, but there's no way they get through OKC. There's no way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to go to Western Conference Finals.
My bad. Yeah.
I don't think there's a way they get by OKC either, but they did go 3-1 against them in the regular season, so there's a chance. I hope they don't, because I don't know. I just don't want the Spurs winning it this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're a big Celtics guy, right?
Next question.
Hey, no stress. So what?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you mentioned some interesting stuff in there. With Topps versus Panini, what have you noticed? With cost, does the top stuff seem more expensive than the Panini stuff, or where you go there?
I mean, it's just kind of like, when was first year Prism? Like 2012, 2013?
Yeah, 2012, I believe.
Yeah, so I think obviously last year Prism Black, those types of products are going to be, especially Prism Black, in my opinion, is going to be iconic. I mean, you have the Night Steph, you have the LeBron doing whatever he does, crowning himself.
Chalk toss.
Iconic. Yeah, chalk toss. That's what it is. You have iconic moments like that, which are obviously very desirable. But, I mean, new product is always going to be the most expensive.
Right.
So, I mean, Topps, I found their prices are pretty reasonable for blasters and hangers, because I can't afford to rip hobby boxes and all of that. How
many can?
But I just don't like how they come out with so many different products, like Top Finest, Bowman, Tops, whatever, Tops
Yeah.
Second, Tops Update, Tops Flagship. I think it makes cards less desirable.
Yeah.
Because like there's like, I mean, Cooper Flag's obviously the chase, but there's probably what 30 one-of-one Cooper Flags out there for his rookie year at this point. It's like
I mean, Panini was the
obviously,
same way, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
For the most part.
No, it's just I don't even know what I'm trying to say with it. It's just I think they're
It's a lot of
overprinting.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's crazy to me is with all this volume, why are the prices still so crazy high? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. I think a lot of people are just like, what the hell? Because you see the price
Yeah.
on the secondary market, it's ridiculous, dude. And what they offer it on their website, right? And it's like nobody can buy it though. And if you think about it, why would they? Right? Why would they
Yeah.
sell it to you on the website for the retail price when you can rip it on Fanatics Live, pay 3 or 4 times more, and they sell it to the breakers, and then the breakers have to sell it to you at a higher price, fractionalized. I mean, it's just like more money, more money, more money. Why would they sell it to you on their website at
Yeah.
retail? I mean, let's stop like pretending like you can get it at a retail price. It's a joke.
Yeah. No, it is. It really is. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It
Yeah.
goes more expensive, and then you're in a break, and you get one team, and then you hit nothing, and then you're like, well, I should have just bought a blaster at over retail at that point. But
Oh man. So what do you think about
that's why
what's oh sorry.
that's why I'm not in the breaking space. That's why I'm in the single space, so I can give people they know what they're getting because breaks are tough. I mean, I understand why breaks are a thing, and it makes sense. And the whole
Right.
industry is a lot of degenerates who love. It's just another way of sports gambling. It really is. Breaks,
Yeah.
um, honestly, more dangerous because the odds of hitting something are way lower. Like if you're
Right.
betting on a 50-50 game, you have 50, or it's not 50-50, but like a pick 'em game, you have like a 45% chance to hit it. In the break, you have literally no idea, and you're just chasing that hit and hit and hit. But whatever, that's a whole conversation for a third interview.
Well, speaking of that, have you seen or heard people hitting better out of the Topps product than versus the Panini product?
I don't really follow that too much, to be
Okay.
honest. It's also there's so many products, as we just said. It's like
Right.
I don't know what hits are still at large from what products. Like I feel like
Okay.
every day I see a Cooper Con out of 5 being hit, or Super Fractor or whatever.
Right. Well, it seems like there's a lot of case hits from what I see. I mean,
Yeah,
there's new ones that I like all the time popping up where I'm like, I've never seen this before, you know, and it's
yeah.
like, oh, it's a paradox or a fanatical or, you know, a helix or whatever. Lots of case hits. So it's like, how about on Whatnot? What's been going on over there? Have you noticed like any changes from 3 months ago? What's going on? Have you noticed anything different?
Um, Not necessarily.
No.
It's kind of been up and down, I will say. I feel like it's just well, as the weather gets nicer, I don't know if that has to do with anything, but
Okay.
it's just post football season till like football hype. There's kind of a lull because football is probably the biggest market for Whatnot, I would say, just because there's so many case hits in football compared to basketball. Like
Yeah.
before tops, at least there were just so many more case hits, I feel like, and that's what a lot of people want. They want the case hits and all that.
Okay.
So I'd say it's been kind of hit or miss lately. So I've been trying to vend at shows more, and as a vendor, as you know, it's easier to get better deals. You don't never know why someone's trying to sell a card, and it's easier to buy it 80% than if you're buying online at 90%. I mean, the margins
Yeah.
are just so thin, even if you're selling offline, unless you're grading and gemming every card, the margins are just so thin. So I've been vending a lot more, which has been fun. I'll be at in Dallas and Detroit vending later this month.
There you go.
Um, so yeah, I mean, whatnot, whatnot. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Have you seen, would you say there's more breaks on there now or during the Panini era?
I have no idea.
You
No
have no
idea.
idea. Because I
No
personally,
idea.
like, I see what I've noticed, and it seems to me like there's like less stuff being in breaks, but I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's just, I think the way they do their algorithm and what someone actually sees, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, is a total, like nut filled turd in itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so what's a prediction that you made or a thought that you've had from maybe 3-4 months ago that has ended up completely different?
Hmm.
Is there anything you can think of that has changed or like something that you thought was one way and is another?
Nothing off the top of my head, but it has to
Okay.
do with the World Cup. I've been buying a
Okay.
lot of soccer, so I'm trying to see whether when the World Cup is actually here in a month, whether whatnot will adapt, and a lot of people are going to be buying the soccer I'm buying because otherwise I'll
Yeah.
have to move it offline, um,
I've
or
seen
not.
more people pushing soccer definitely lately. Like I don't know anything about soccer except like Pele, bend it like Beckham or whatever. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I like
no,
to me, it's not a collectible that I'm really that into. I'm basketball all day, but yeah, I've seen it more.
yeah, no, and that's something that I'm wondering if it's going to take off or am I just being an idiot buying it. Trying to find my Pele card for you here, but I can't find it.
How about with grading? Like, what? How has that landscape changed? Have you seen? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's gone on in the last few months with grading. What's been different for you, or what have you noticed?
What's been different for me is I haven't been grading at all anymore. It's been taking
Really?
way too much long time, too way too long.
Right?
Yeah, I've kind of just been focusing mainly on putting all my eggs into whatnot and trying
Okay.
to vend there, get the right margins. Grading just if whatnot keeps doing well and I have some extra cash, maybe I'll grade some cards that I can wait a little bit longer on that are a little bit bigger. But
Right.
right now I'm kind of out of the grading game.
Okay.
There he is.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see
Oh,
Pele. Oh,
oh,
there he
oh,
is.
there, I got it. Oh, it's coming in. It's because you're in outer space and with the gravity issues up there, I hear like he's kind of so what are you still not collecting much for yourself or where are you at with that?
Not really collecting for myself. If I see something I like and I really want it, I'll get it. But I don't know. It's just hard to keep. It's once I start separating business from, I guess, call it pleasure or self collecting.
Uh-huh.
It just made it more enjoyable too. It's like I know they're separate, but then I
Yeah.
always felt the urge. Oh well, it's for my PC, but there's a good last comp, so why don't I just sell it and make my money? And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's not really PC at that point. If I don't know, it's just really hard to actually PC something if you get a good offer. So unless I really want it, I'm just like, I'll just hold off. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say, when I first started this, a wise man told me something once was like, you got to pick a lane, dude. You can't be
Yeah,
like
in
in
every
in
lane.
in like you either got to kind of choose the dealer route or the collector route. And I was
Yeah,
like, no, I think I could kind of dabble in both. Man, the more and more like they were right, like kind of
you know,
stay
100%,
all the
100%.
way, like dealer, like nothing you are going, you can't have attachment to stuff because that
No, you can't.
causes issue, you
Yeah.
know. And that's the biggest thing. Speaking of that, it's something that we talk a lot about is the comp system. Where and how do you pull your comps mainly?
Card ladder,
Card
100%.
ladder. Okay. Okay.
I
And
feel
then do
like
you do
that's
like an average or what do you look at?
whatever benefits me.
Right? That's how it is.
It
Dude,
sounds shitty, but that's just
it
how it is.
is. Yeah. It's frustrating
I,
to others,
and
I'm sure.
I mean, if there's a really high, if I'm buying and there's a really high last comp,
Yeah.
and then the other two are really low, I'll average them. But if there's a
Right.
really low last comp, I'll go off the last comp.
Right. So
And
it seems like
it sounds bad, but that's just kind
yeah.
of how the industry is run at this point.
It really seems like nobody, I mean, is collecting the cards anymore. Are there end users, do you think?
Yes. I think
Yeah.
a lot of end users are not in the US though. I
Yeah.
think a lot of end users are abroad who love the sport, and I mean, I don't know the scene in like Japan, China, Indonesia or anything, but
Right.
I assume there's a lot more collectors out there because I don't see there being massive, massive shows across the country every week.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. There's definitely end users, but I think my generation and younger is definitely getting less and less.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you see more dealers at shows, or what's your thoughts on that? Have you seen the shows like growing a lot in your area?
I think yes, but it's all reselling. I'd say there's very
Okay.
few like collectors. I'd say
So at the shows, it's mostly guys flipping.
yeah, 100%,
Really? Okay. Would you say that's like out of all the, say, 100 people walking the show, how many of them are just there to flip?
98%.
Jeez. Is that sustainable?
I'd say so with so many new product with so much product. I'd
Yeah.
say it is sustainable because there will never be that's the one thing about overproducing. There will
Yeah.
always be cards to flip. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not a problem for Panini or Topps or whoever has the licensing because they're just making insane amounts.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wonder if like long term, that's really, I mean, I guess if you're keeping on injecting new case hits and new chases into the atmosphere, right? It keep it going, I guess.
It has to, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the market's only growing too. I think the market's going
Yeah.
to grow like crazy too. Just this summer, I think the World Cup is going to have a huge impact on the market in the US just because it's here. It's the only thing that's, I mean, there's baseball going on, but like it's really the only thing that's it's going to unite a lot of people. I think
What would you give advice to a newcomer into the hobby?
advice, kind of what you said, take a lane, like try everything
Yeah.
out for a month, like go on Whatnot, buy some cards, go to a show, look in value bins, join a couple cheap breaks. But then it's like if then it's like, are you doing it for fun or are you doing it to make money? Um,
Right.
and it can be a little bit of both because obviously if you're in this, you're doing it for fun because you like cards as well. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like, are you going to be a collector and like only want the things you want, or are you really going to be flipping? And then I feel like from there, you got to know what you're getting yourself into because you can spend a lot of money in this industry very quickly and you got to. I'd say the one thing you got to really know is how to comp early on
Okay.
because a lot of people I see at shows are like, "Oh, last sold on eBay was this." Well, no, it was listed at eBay for 500, but it's sold for 200.
Right.
So or like eBay doesn't show all the sales. Like last comp was 155, but eBay only shows a $50 sale, and then you lose $100. Um,
Good point.
I'd say knowing how to comp is probably the most important thing.
Would you say though, with when it comes to comping, and this is something I've been trying to instill in people too, and I think something we leave out is, um, what's the availability of this card? You get what I'm saying? So like, you can have sales. If the sale wasn't, the last sale was 3 months ago, there's no other ones of this card available, or maybe there are one of them on eBay that's for $1,000 more than what you're off than the last sale. Do you think that plays in a factor, availability?
Not as much
No.
as it should,
Right.
because you're usually not selling to a collector. Of the 100 people in the room, 98% want a good deal so they can flip and make their money.
Right.
And it's hard to find the actual collector who wants the card, who wants to pay for what it's worth.
So maybe let's bring back availability a little bit for people. Well, not for you if you're just trying to buy it. You want the lowest price, but right? Like push a
But
little
like,
availability.
how do you find those people? That's the issue.
I guess, yeah. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Um, what do you think? Who do you think out there is the most underrated athlete in let's say basketball right now?
Underrated in terms of market wise, or
How about let's go with Hobby Love. With Hobby Love, who's the most underrated?
you didn't tell me this question before. Now I'm gonna have to
I
think
didn't
for
tell you any of the
5 minutes on
questions
air.
before. I didn't tell you any. We can come back to
I
that one
do.
if you
I
like.
do think there. I will say I think the Jalen Johnson market is overrated.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
he just doesn't do it for me. I see the athleticism, I
He
see
plays
the
good.
playmaking,
Yeah.
but in a playoff series, I get it was his first playoffs. It was CJ McCollum who made them not get swept in that series.
Wow.
Alexander
Okay.
Walker was fine.
Most improved player. Most improved player, wasn't he? Alexander Walker. He got
Yeah,
some
he
awards,
wasn't
didn't
good
he?
in the playoffs. I mean, McCollum basically brought that series to 7 or 6 single-handedly, in my opinion.
Okay.
Underrated. I think I don't. I think
CJ.
yeah, but yeah, I mean CJ obviously. I
Nobody cares
think
about those CJs. You can't. CJ cards are like the flu, man. You don't want them. You know.
no, I mean they're you don't want anyone that's above 25 unless his name's like Ant or
Steph
like
Curry.
Curry or
Yeah,
LeBron.
come on now. Luca.
I
Able
think
to.
Ant has an overrated market.
Okay.
I mean I don't think he'll ever be able to take that next step. Yes, they go to the Western Conference every other finals every other year it seems like, but then you run up against OKC and it's like you lose in 5 every season.
Well, it seems like though, hasn't he been out a lot of the Spurs series? Like, and then the one game that he was in, didn't they win?
Yeah, but then they
Hmm?
lost by 40 last game.
Was he? He was out though, wasn't he? Or is
No,
he
he played.
injured?
He
Oh,
played.
okay. I didn't watch that one. Um,
Come on now, Pipes.
I don't. Yeah, I already do the outcome kind of. So it was like I get they're calling me and so let me know what. So back to do you watch a lot of content in the space of card collecting, like on YouTube or Instagram?
I try to. I'm trying to
Okay.
grow my Instagram more, so I'm trying to do more content myself, to be honest.
Okay.
I think last time we spoke, I probably had like 200 followers on Instagram. Now I have almost 1,100.
Damn.
So
On the
that's
come up.
been that's been good. I haven't been consistent lately posting. It's just tough. Um, but yeah, no, I try to have one of my friends record my deals when I'm at shows because people I feel like that stuff in the space. Um,
I
but
saw that.
it's
Yeah,
for
that
me,
looks
it's
good. I
trying to
saw it on your
find
Instagram.
thank you. It's trying to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
a way where it's not just card content because that's how you stay in the niche. I'm trying to find a way to include cards and I have an idea. It's like it's a pretty good idea. I don't know if I should share publicly yet, but
I can cut this out if you want. I can edit this
no,
if you
it's
don't.
fine. It's like it's kind of the thing where I like it's cringy. It's cringy, but that's all social media is, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's all for views. So it's like I walk up to like some random person on the streets. I'm like, "What's your outfit worth?" And they start going over it, and I'm like, "All right." Or I say it like this: If your outfit is worth more than the card in my pocket, I will Venmo you $10. Like, all right, like cards are probably worth nothing. And then I have like I don't know. I don't even know what my most expensive. Say a Cooper Flag RPA, like it's worth
yeah.
like $1,500, $1,000, and
Okay.
they're like, "Oh, my Chanel bag, $700," and then I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm screwed." And then they're like, "Well, rest of it's knockoff Zara," and it's like, "All right, outfit's 950." I'm like, "All right, this card's worth 1,000." Then they're like, "Oh, this can't be right," and it just kind of shows the value of cards to a real person, not just someone in the industry, but kind of outside.
I got a name for this. Gay eye for the card guy. It's
What is
like
it called?
queer eye for the card guy or something like that. Like gay guy with the card. I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to
Okay.
be the content, but we'll see.
I'm just playing with you. So what's your favorite product right now that's out on the market? Tops, Panini, whatever. What's the favorite one?
Top Scrum Soccer.
Topps Chrome Soccer. Okay.
Yeah, they got
Have,
some beautiful looking cards, I will say, coming up with for the World Cup.
have you seen the Topps Chrome Tennis? Just wondering because
No.
got some good stuff, man. Topps Royalty Tennis, the new Topps Chrome Tennis. I would say check it out. I'm a tennis fan. Definitely check it out. So what I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you for the most part. Do what else do you want to share about what you got going on? What else do you guys have coming up that would be new and exciting for our viewers to know about?
Yeah, if you see me at a show, say what up.
On the East Coast, or you're going to be traveling a lot more, huh?
Dallas, Detroit in May.
Burbank, possibly?
When's it at? July?
This year, yeah, they have one in July, and now they just announced the Got Soul show with Burbank Card Show in September, which that looks interesting because it's like streetwear and stuff too.
Yeah, it's like Culture Collision or something like that.
Something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I go month by month.
Okay.
But I'll try to make it out there, make an appearance on the beach that you're at.
Yeah, we'll come out to that one. We'll put you in a headlock and see how it goes. Whatever. But where can people find you? What's the best way to hit you up or to see your content?
Yeah, the 617 cards on Instagram.
Okay, I'll put that up on the screen.
Yeah, the 617 on Whatnot. That's about it. I'm not giving out my personal info.
What days do you run shows on Whatnot?
I guess
hours?
That's something for the future I'm gonna try to do a nighttime show at some point. I know it's like the most, not popular. Yeah, it's just the most jam-packed for streamers because people are off of work and stuff. So that's something I want to get a nighttime slot at some point. So that's something that I'm building towards. Right now, it's usually Monday, Fridays around, I don't know, it could be my lunchtime for actual job, or it could be a little bit after work. So it kind of depends.
All right. Yeah, I found the night times. I mean, it depends on what format you're running. If you're doing dollar auctions, that's versus just running like requests, and it depends. But I like the mornings. And I like late night. I've sold some big cards really late at night. I think people come in, just like clear you out sometimes, if they've never seen your stuff. If you're doing like requests and singles at set amounts, I've sold some huge cards recently even. So, yeah, man, that's about all I got for you today. But I appreciate you coming out here, and you don't mind if maybe we'll check back in with you, in like 3-4 months, whatever, see how you're doing. Awesome, my man. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Take care. Yeah.